Thank you for downloading this Real Agriculture podcast. Next thing you know the next thing. Next is Now is a short podcast discussing agriculture's emerging next-gen tech and trends as they're happening in our industry. Next is Now, presented by GFL Ag. Listen where you get your podcasts today.
Kelvin Heppner for Real Agriculture at Pitura Seeds near Domain, Manitoba, the site of the Pitura Seeds Polar Plunge in support of STARS Air Ambulance earlier today. So far, over $70,000 has been raised for STARS. 19 of us jumped in this icy cold water earlier today. We had the chance to catch up with Tom Greaves of Pitura Seeds and Tracy with STARS here in Manitoba.
You know, it was really an idea from one of our team members. I thought it'd be really fun to do a polar plunge, that he really likes doing them. So we thought, it's a really unique idea, a little crazy, but I thought it might be a fun thing. So we thought we'd go for it. And we need a good organization, which STARS is an amazing organization and very deserving. And that's where it was born. Why STARS? STARS is so important to us. They are an organization that supports rural communities across Western Canada and specifically Manitoba in this case. They touch so many communities and they're the difference between life and death in so many cases. We have friends, family that have used them and they have been the difference maker. So they're really close to the heart for many of us. You know, I got to jump last into the pond, which was wonderful, except I got to see the faces of everyone as they jumped in and how cold it was. It wasn't as bad as I thought, but I'll put a caveat that maybe I was in shock. I'm not sure. No, it was wonderful. It was wonderful and breathtaking.
My name is Tracy Mowdy. I'm the Community Engagement Officer for the Manitoba base for STARS. Whether it be an accident, an illness, a transfer from a hospital, STARS is there to care for you. We are an intensive care unit in the air, basically, fully equipped with a EMC, nurse, 2 pilots flying the helicopter, and a transfer physician always on call and can be on the call with them also in more critical instances. So STARS is there to help save lives.
So donations for this event are still open, so the number may climb, but I think we're over 70,000.
We are. It's just outstanding how many people came through, and the communities and partners of Pitura Seeds, staff, friends, family, the donations came flowing through and still are and still can until April 1st when the page will close. Typical flight for STARS is around the $5,500 range, and that would be a basic call. It could vary if different medications are needed, more blood, things like that you take into consideration, but a typical one would be a $5,500. This would cover a large amount of flights, and it can be a part of going towards upgrading equipment. There's always upgrading training for the pilots, for the crew. We want to have our crew and helicopter have the best of the best so that we can treat every patient with the best care possible.
Great. Thank you, Tracy.
Thank you.
Next up, you guys know this voice. This is Kelvin Heppner from Real Ag Radio. Most of you have probably heard his voice on the radio in the past.
Not yelling like this.
Not yelling, shaking. He shared with me early on that STARS was an organization he thought was important to join for this because many of their listeners have been affected by STARS across Western Canada. So I was really excited when he decided to join up. He raised $1,100. Go for it. Good work, Kelvin. Good work.